Well, today I'm going to jump into having some fun, some recreational time for you. You can invite others, but this is mainly for you. A lot of times, because of our pain or exhaustion or whatever we go through every day, and the what we see as an obstacle, our wheelchair, we just stay home. We don't go anywhere. We just have a pity party and say, no, I'm staying here. Too much to go out. And I'm sure that happens to a lot of people, not just me. So today I wanted to talk about some places that are kind of fun to go to take some time out and set some goals. Like, tomorrow I'm not going to sit in the house. I'm going to get out and go to the park, or I'm going to go to the movies, which is another accessible place. And not the smaller movie theaters, but, the big ones. So they always have a wheelchair accessible area and fun to go with a friend. Hey, you want to go to a movie or something, and just take off. I think that it helps I think it helps mood. I think it helps, to know that we have more freedom than we think we don't. And it's important to come to that realization that yes, if I work at things, if I rearrange things, if only I, take some action to get through where I'm stuck and just be stuck at home. So I have a list here. So the first one is movies. In the big movie theaters where you can go to their section and enjoy, some wheelchair accessibility and a good movie. Museums and art centers or art galleries, they're usually, I would say, 80 to 90% accessible. And, we have a great museum here in Milwaukee downtown. It's 3 floors, and you just can't cover all of it. I don't think I've ever gotten to the 3rd floor and been able to see all of it. I've done the 1st floor, I've done 2nd floor, but I just never get up to 3rd floor. So that's something that I have to flip and go downtown to the museum, start at 3rd floor where I've never been, and slowly go down. So, but those are little goals that's important for us to get ourselves unstuck from being at home, doing the same routine, just to remain safe. And sometimes it's good to take a risk here or there. The big one, of course, you all know I love nature, so to pinpoint some natural park, what park is unnatural, but you know what I mean. Uh, Go to a park where there's accessible spots where you can go and hang out and take an umbrella or sit under a tree and read for a while, or just watch the squirrels running around, or watch the variety of birds, just to listen and to watch and view the landscape. I think that for our mental health is huge and can help all of us, in re-energizing and renewing ourselves, and it makes the week or the day much healthier, that we can look back and say, oh yeah, I did this and I did that. It is so important. I think that when we look at managing this and managing that and doing the business of surviving life and surviving, using or being in a wheelchair, you need breaks and you need to be able to create good memories and good moments and fun moments. So I think that, that is something that's important to put down somewhere on a piece of paper and say, next week or this weekend, I'm going to do XYZ, or I'm going to hook up with so and so and see if they want or are interested in doing this. And, they might have other ideas that are also accessible and fun, but good. And it's important to break from the routine. I know I'm stuck here at home a lot, and I try to find ways to get out and do something different, to do something that's fun, do something that's interesting to me. And, sometimes I just lack that push. And I think you know what I mean. So it's just important for me and for my own health, I know, to push myself to get out. And I know there's some spots here around the house that I want to explore and see if we can plant some trees or have some planters out there so that when people take the sidewalk by my room, there's more beauty to enjoy. So parks, and if you're someone who likes to fish, that would be so important to identify an accessible piers so that you can get out, whether it's once or twice a month, to go fishing, have some fun. Um, identify restaurants that are accessible, and all the different stores or agencies or places you want to go that are accessible. And sometimes we just don't know because we haven't taken the time out to explore. And the one thing you can do, because Google's been working on this, is to look up places on Google, because they've been marking on their maps now places that are accessible. Now, this will only get better if we also contribute to Google and put the places. If you find some place that's accessible, then and mark it on the map. Make a comment. This place was great to go to. Is accessible. I did that for a ice cream place in the mall. I went to the movies actually with a friend, and she wanted to get me some invite me to some ice cream. So we went to this little tiny place in the mall, and it was, no steps, no nothing. I just rolled in, and it was awesome. And so I made a note about that, and I marked it on the Google Calendar as accessible. So, and that helps the business as well. So they sent me a note thanking me for the note I had put on Google. So, it's contributions like that you're having fun, but you're also making a contribution to the disability community. So my invitation for myself first is to get out more, to go to those places that are accessible, to go out more into nature, especially now that we're in full-blown summer, and to make sure that I pinpoint a day that I can go out, go to the park, go fishing, and make stories and good memories for myself. And I'm hoping that this invitation will be open and a possibility for you.